Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't guessed already, today we're going to look at baked barbecued pork buns, or Char Siu Bao. Now this version is different from the dim sum recipe. This is a quick and easy method that you can do it at home. The first thing you need is about 300 to 350 grams of diced char siu pork, and ideally you want a 1-to-1 ratio of your pork filling to your bread flour, and you can easily make char siu pork if you take a look at this link on the top right. Now to make this quick and easy version, you need 150 grams of heavy cream, about 1 cup of whole milk, 1 egg, and go ahead, put that on your dough mixer and give it a good mix. After giving that a good mix, add about 85 grams of sugar. Add about 55 grams of cake flour, and about 630 grams of bread flour. And then add 12 grams of instant yeast and about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And give that a good mix until everything comes together. Now grab that dough and give it a good roll by hand. I'm not trying to overdo it, but just knead it till it comes together. And once you're ready, put it in a nice warm spot, covered, and for about 90 minutes or until it doubles in size. Now while that's resting, let's take a look at your char siu sauce. For this one, you need about a half cup of onions and some garnish like onions and ginger, which will give depth to the char siu sauce. But first, for the char siu sauce, we'll need about 3/4 cups of chicken stock. To that, we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of Hoisin Sauce, 2 tablespoons of Oyster Sauce, 3.5 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And to bind everything together, we're going to need about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and equal amounts of water. Alright, let's head over to the stove. Now to your non-stick pan, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and we're going to start sweating our diced onions and add our scallions and ginger, and cook for about 2 minutes until everything sweats. Now after 2 minutes, we're going to start adding our char siu sauce. Now we're going to keep our temperature at a medium-low and let the sauce come to a slow rolling boil. And once it does, you can start removing your scallions and ginger because we don't need them for the final sauce. And once it starts coming to a boil, you can slowly add your cornstarch. Now for this recipe, please feel free to adjust the amount of cornstarch you add to make it thicker or lighter. Now for this recipe, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch is probably the max I would go. Once you're ready, transfer the sauce to your char siu pork. Grab your trusty chopsticks and give it a good mix. Now we're going to put this aside and let it cool down. Now after 90 minutes, we're going to push down our dough and let it rise for another 5 to 10 minutes. While our dough is rising for the last time, let's flour our surface area. Now with our dough, we're going to divide it into about 16 pieces. and give them a good sprinkle of flour. So with each divided piece, we're going to just roll it up into a big ball and just squish it down with our palm of our hands and roll it out so that it's tapered at the edges only. And this is approximately the size and thickness of each dough. Now to fill each bun, we basically make a C with our fingers and use our other fingers to push an indent towards the center. With that, we section out a portion of our pork filling and add it to the center and push down with our knife. Now to actually wrap it together, we're going to pinch one side and use our index and thumb to grab the pleat of the next section and just fold it together and pinch it together. Just continue this path until you've wrapped all the way around and give it a final good twist. And there you go, one nice pork bun. Now before we send it, we're going to give it a nice egg wash. Here we have is 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water. Now give it a nice generous brush of egg wash on each bun. Now this is totally optional, you can garnish it with some sesame seeds. If you haven't already, preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and once you're ready to bake it, drop the temperature back down to 350 degrees, and cook it for around 21 to 24 minutes until it's golden brown. And immediately after you take it out of the oven, we're going to give it a nice wash with sugar water. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar in hot water. And give it a good brush on each of your bun before you start eating it. And this final wash will give the char siu pork bun its final sweet, flavorful taste. I do gotta say, making homemade char siu pork bun right at home, right out of the oven, is absolutely the best. Now I hope you enjoyed that recipe. If you found it interesting and informative, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. If you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, leave in the section below. Until next time, happy cooking.